Hello and welcome to the Clashing of Steel. So today I am showing Pikemen under fire and they're still the best. You can see my friend Draconian playing archers and I'm with the Pikemen and Leonidas. I think he might have been in a hurry, so we just went for the simple tactic to rush the opponent's watchtower. We actually weren't hoping for that many opponents here, but for our surprise, a lot of them came this way. We pretty much just started and we're already under fire. So the simplest thing to do here is just to take away the opponent's vision. Push myself towards the watchtower, push all opponents away from that location, and do the best I can. So another regular archer war is going down. Archers trying to burn down archers. Although I think there are some light artilleries there as well. Seems that they are on the run, so I'm doing my thing, pushing the opponents back, using the pikes to push forward, pull a bit back, push forward again. I don't want to push myself through the opponents too fast or too heavily. I will do these pushes forward and I will pull back every now and then a bit. I don't want to mix my units together with theirs. Otherwise I'm going to take unnecessary damage. So we can see that our support is coming in, although I'm taking some archer fire and there's actually a lot of them. That's bad. Actually I'm creating a small gap here that the opponents can use and are slightly using. I am forcing opponents away from me with deployed pikes, and because they're away from me, the archers can damage me without doing any significant damage to their friendly troops. That means I have to deal with the opponents as fast as I can. I need to take care of these guys and perhaps use fight in the shades if I should get extreme archer fire. The problem here is that there is a lot of ranged units. Although we have some support coming in as the war dogs and the sword infantry, the problem was that we were here alone at first. Although I can survive archer fire, the light artillery and javelins can destroy my pikemen rather easily. The great thing is that most of their units are in this area, or a lot of them. They're not very spread, although they're not stacked, they are rather close by. As you can see, my friend back there, he got some damage and is suffering some casualties. Because of the huge amount of range units, I have to push forward. I can't stay back there, or otherwise the archers are gonna burn me down. Although the archers are exchanging their fire, I don't think they can make a lot of difference, because my archers and the opposing archers are also rather weak. Although they do have a lot of range units here, more than we do, we are being rather offensive and forcing them back. These archers even messed up here. I think they were focusing the other archers and just ran into my troops. I used the shield bash with deployed pikes as regular and forced myself into the opponent. So another problem is that two of my units are using fight in the shades and are still receiving archer fire. Although fight in the shades reduces the archer fire I receive, it is still quite significant. If I turn my back and try to run away, I will receive even more damage, and so I have to maneuver. Another problem are the opponent's pikes. I do have to move slightly forward backward to position myself as best I can, but I need to be very careful on what I'm doing. My friendly archers are nearly dead, and my troops' sword infantry is actually moving rather slow. They aren't being focused by anyone, and they're moving in the studo. They should probably activate the studo at the very last moment, because right now they are wasting valuable time. Oh, so I'm receiving a barrage, but it didn't go as planned. Oh, so happy. So now arises probably the biggest problem. There are opponent's pikemen moving in. Up on the hill there, he can flank me. He's coming from two sides, but fortunately, he isn't very smart. He can't multitask as well as I can. My focus here is to use hold the line and push through the opponents. Hold the line gives me enough phalanx recovery rate so that I can actually push through most other pikemen. If I use it right before I walk behind them, before I push through them, I can do a lot of damage. So the reason he messed up is that he wanted to pull me between two of his units. But I'm guessing that he didn't expect me to push towards one unit and deal with it. So he tried to come in and flank me with the other one that wasn't engaged, but he deployed the pikes too early and messed up. And with this unit I'm receiving a lot of archer fire. They want to take me down really bad, but I got a trick towards them. Since he's playing Alexander and I'm using the hold the line ability, I can actually push through other pike units. When you deploy pikes and use hold the line, it gives you enough regeneration rate to push through most other pike units. With a unit that had around 10% health, I pushed through the opponents and damaged them to half of their health. I am still doing a lot of damage and destroying them. Because of the full unit they thought they had a better chance against me. But that couldn't be further from the truth. I used Leonidas and his skills as an advantage towards the other pikemen, towards the Alexander's pikes. Hold the line is what gives Leonidas the chance to destroy pikemen with pikemen, while receiving a lot less damage than the opponents. Although I did lose a lot of units towards the Archer Fire, I was still significant enough to destroy other pikemen, other swordsmen, and so on. It can sometimes be rather hard to multitask with pikemen. If you mess up in a wrong location, you might get flanked or routed, or perhaps even forced into a situation where you can't deploy pikes. Although I managed to multitask here rather perfectly, I still lost a lot of troops, but hopefully it was enough to make difference for this match. The thing that I want to say about pikemen is that even if they are under Archer Fire and you have remnants left, they can be a really valuable tool. And another important thing is not to fear the Archer Fire. Although it can do you some damage, the fight in the shades should be enough to block out most of it. What is unusual for this game is that we pushed rather heavily. We wanted to go really offensive, we wanted for this game to be over rather fast. But in the end, we managed to turn it into a long-lasting fight in a struggle match and in a situation that wasn't ideal for most of us. Probably one of the main reasons we won is because nobody sees a retreat as an option. You could see the Germanicus player just holding the watchtower, his swordsman trying to hold hopeless bottleneck areas. Even the Alexander with the pikemen, he just wanted to block off the areas near me. He came as close to me as possible. If they would have pulled back, held the areas and defended their ranged units, it would have been a lot more painful for us to engage them. Most of them tried to be where the action was, so that was probably their undoing. Well, everything here can just show how pikemen can turn around the game, even if they are under fire. I hope this gave some insight about the brutal effectiveness of the pikes. Anyways, don't forget to subscribe and thanks for watching.